Most entertainment nowadays comes in the form of a screen. But on this college campus, this outdoor game is taking over by storm. There's not many places dedicated fans won't go to see their favorite fighters duke it out. But local wrestling fans might be in luck. If you walk to class or bike to work, police are recommending caution. Dangerous driving is on the rise.
University of South Florida police say they have a speeding problem at their Tampa campus. This semester, cars on USF Alumni Drive are going 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. Some drivers are even running red lights. USF student Mia Hernandez says she's seen it happen.
It was by the gate. I saw like a white car sort of drive straight into it, and there were like a lot of police cars, ambulance.
Now campus police are cracking down on Alumni Drive. One of the first things they're doing is giving speeding tickets without a warning first. USF student Dane Guy says everyone needs to do their part.
I think the final onus is on the people themselves. We just have to be more mindful of what we're doing while we're on the road, and know that we're sharing it with a bunch of other people here in Florida rather than just ourselves.
USF police have already issued 50 speeding tickets so far. Last semester, they only issued half that amount.
School leaders are thinking of adding cameras to help watch for speeding cars. University officials plan to discuss a long-term solution with campus police. In Tampa, Aiden Poff reporting for Z News. There's no shortage of places to grab a bite to eat while on campus, but if you like to eat out often, you might want to start packing a lunch. University of South Florida officials say they're increasing prices for all food locations on their Tampa campus by 15% next year. School leaders say that extra money will help pay for the Bull Runner shuttle system. USF student Leah Marcy says she doesn't like this change.
Honestly, I find that really frustrating as someone who does eat a lot on campus sometimes because I am a commuter student, so I get lunch. I find it difficult, the fact that they're rising, and I don't know if I'll be able to afford it on top of the tuition and everything else that I have going on.
This also affects food sold in vending machines. The only products that won't see a price spike are fruit and bottled water. University officials are trying to get a state grant to cover Bull Runner costs. If they do, food and drink prices could go down. In Tampa, Aiden Poff reporting for Z News. Students here have to deal with this issue daily, but school officials say that they've come up with a plan to fix it. University of South Florida officials say they have a parking problem at their Tampa campus. USF leaders announced plans to build a state-funded lot next year that will add 300 student parking spots. University officials say the project is to make it easier for students to get to classes on time. USF student Matt Gates says it's been a long time coming.
There's not enough parking currently. I think everyone has had a complaint. You could probably ask anybody who walks by and they'd be like, I don't like it. So yeah, I don't think there is enough parking.
USF student government has wanted more parking for years. University leaders are encouraging carpooling and using campus shuttles as much as possible. Now other Florida universities are also considering adding more parking. USF officials say that they're hosting a block party to celebrate when construction finishes. In Tampa, Aiden Poff reporting for Z News.
My thoughts on Tiago getting into nationals. I'm really glad that he got there. Honestly, I was really excited to go, and there was a question of whether we could go or not.
Mainly my mindset, I wanted to win again. I participated on nationals last year also. Once I left there, I said I need to come next year. Like I really want to be back here. Because last year I won the gold medal at divisionals. So I wanted to try to do a back-to-back and also prepare for, like, my dream goal was doing the three-peat, so sophomore, junior, senior. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but being able to say that I was like at least top 80 college player in the nation was really, really nice.
I spend a lot of time here at this club just trying to develop my skills and improve myself as a person and as a player. So it really helps that there's achievements to really show off like all the hard work that we put in as a team.
To represent USF at the highest level means a lot to me, and I'm very grateful that I've been given this opportunity. Tiago was our only player, and then we brought along our coach, and I went.
It's good to go to this type of competition with people that care about you and like trying to help you. It was nice that they calmed me down. Like I was really nervous in the day I got there. Like I lost my flight, like money and stuff. But they really calmed me up and said, dude, no problem, it's okay.
But we really want to focus on like more of the team game and getting as many people as we can to like the highest level. I think that we have a good shot next year with how the team is looking.
The University of South Florida's varsity Splatoon 3 esports team faced a tough loss, 3-4, against the University of Carolina San Diego in a back-and-forth 7-game series. Despite the defeat, the team is in good spirits.
We lost to this team 0-3 in like playoffs of last semester, so some of the games were a little dicey, like obviously the disconnects. I still think we were in those games, like even before they happened, but like we played better than we did last semester.
Among the highlights was in Game 5, USF's coordinated defense held off a last-second push by UCSD to secure the win by a single point. Team member Benjamin March pointed to their opponent's strong sniper as a key challenge. He described UCSD as the best team that they've played in a while. Despite the loss, the team is optimistic about their playoff chances. They say that winning 2 of their next 3 matches will secure a spot in the playoffs, and they're confident against their remaining opponents. In Tampa, Aiden Poff reporting for Z News.
My name is Andrew Ross, and I'm the esports coordinator here at USF. I actually began my journey at USF when I started graduate school in 2019. I began my graduate work in the Vinnick Sport and Entertainment Management program in the Mooma College of Business. During my time, kind of in between my first and second year, 2020, was the pandemic. Also, it just so happened at that time that the university was starting their esports program. The director of my graduate program knew I had an interest in video games and esports, and so I became an intern. Very similar to a lot of other people. I just played games for fun. It's how I hung out with my friends. Got my first Xbox for Christmas when I was like 14. Before that, I was playing Nintendo DS and GameCube at my grandma's house, right? So I didn't come from a competitive background, although I'm hyper competitive, so I always want to win. But I never played for like a team. Even when I was an undergrad, esports really still wasn't too much of a thing. None of the clubs existed. We didn't have a space. It was like completely just, concept. Then my second year of graduate school, I became a graduate assistant. So officially for the program, I was a GA. Once I graduated from my program in 2021, they then hired me on as the first full-time esports coordinator for the university. What I love the most is for our esports club specifically, you can talk to club officers and they'll tell you a lot of the same. Traditionally, most of our club officers for our esport clubs, this is the first leadership position that they've had on campus. And for a lot of our members of those esport clubs, this is the first extracurricular activity that they've been involved with. Because up until now, they maybe haven't really found their niche. For gamers, this is the place to be on campus. Before this program existed, there wasn't necessarily an official university-supported place to be. I think that the leadership skills and the development that students get both from an officer and as a member is really special. And watching the students create friendships, watching the students create lasting memories, the excitement when they win a match, or even on the casual side, just creating a friendship by finding somebody who plays Smash Bros with you or likes the same fighting game as you, and then watching them be able to grow into that friendship is really special. I think that esports for non-gamers, we often compare it to traditional athletics a lot. That sometimes is the easiest pathway for people to be introduced. So, for example, one of our clubs is Rocket League. How I describe it to people is it's soccer, but you drive a car. And you drive the car into the ball and you try to put the ball into the back of the net. It takes communication, it takes leadership, it takes tenacity, right, to be able to try to work together to complete the objective. So esport is no different than sport. It just looks a little bit different. Rather than a football as our equipment is here inside this lab. But the concept is the same and the outcome is the same and the skills that you can learn from it, teamwork, that strategizing, preparation is the same as it is with traditional sports.